Greetings, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Troy. I'm a former fat guy sharing my story with the hopes that it might help one person out there who's struggling. Guys, if you support me on this, what I ask is that you smash that subscribe button, give me a like, thumbs up, share your story in the comments. If you're doing great, let us know what's working for you, because that's what this is all about. Helping our fellow brothers up that might feel like they're stuck in a place that they can't get out of in terms of their bodies. And if that's you, what I want you to know is that you can do it. You can change your body. And one of the easiest ways, in my experience, to change your body is to first change your mind and change the way you think about food and nutrition. And if this sounds like something you might be interested in, please support the channel by smashing that button. So let's get into it. In today's video, I have 7 abstract concepts that may be of service to you on your fitness journey, starting with understanding the spotlight effect. And what the spotlight effect is to me, and really where it ties into our fitness journey is it's our perception that people are paying more attention to us than they really are. And where this really comes in my experience, is I have a lot of people tell me that they are self-conscious about going into the gym because they're afraid that everyone's going to be watching them and they're just going to know that they don't know what they're doing on the machines and whatever, right? And the reality is, even if you go into the gym and you're doing something that is just off the wall silly, you know, I see this sometimes, right, when I'm in the gym and I see someone doing something very odd, and never do I think anything more to myself than just like, you know, and then I just keep it moving, and because I worry about my own thing, right? I'm thinking about what I'm working on, right? How many reps and sets and what exercises and this and that, and it's just like, that's where everyone's head is for the most part. They're not so worried about what you're doing that that you should worry about it so much that it actually prevents you from going to the gym. In my experience, strength training is one of the ways to really just sort of boost your body transformation progress. It makes it happen so much faster. It's a catalyst. So if you're not strength training now and you're trying to change your body, if you're trying to change some body fat, in my opinion, one of the best ways to do that is to just start doing some resistance training. The gym is where you find that, and don't let the spotlight effect prevent you from walking through those doors, because it's a very supportive environment in my experience. Next, cognitive restructuring, or just changing your mind about things. Some of us have the tendency to think of hunger as being really bad, and as soon as we feel it, we need to fix it by giving ourselves food, stuffing our face with probably things that do not support our goals. So the invitation is to reframe your ideas around hunger. Notice the hunger, sit with it for a minute, and embrace it as something good. Hunger means that you're on the right track. So learn to use hunger, right? Sit with it, embrace the hunger, and that's where the progress is. Guys, avoid comparison traps or comparing yourself to other people, because, you know, social media is a great thing. I love YouTube because it gives me the opportunity to connect with you guys. But sometimes when we're on social media, we compare ourselves to other people who are at other points along their journey. And we put more pressure on ourselves, and we start to play the unproductive game of not enjoying the process and thinking about outcomes and wishing we were like so-and-so, and it can become toxic. So use all of these wonderful tools of technology that we have available to us, but try to avoid the comparison trap. It's a mindset trap that we fall into sometimes, and it can be very self-destructive. Focus on inner validation. As opposed to, comparing ourselves to other people, compare ourselves to ourselves. Relish the small wins that we get, right? If we do good on our diet one day, or if we work out, right, then celebrate that. Give yourself that little pat on the back for doing those small things. And that's really all about enjoying the process. Learn to enjoy the process. And hey, part of that is that self-validation. You get your workout in, you do well that day on your diet, pat yourself on the back and feel good about that. If you can get a little dopamine hit from doing that thing that's good for you, and maybe is even hard, like working out, dieting, that type of thing, you've won. Do things you enjoy, because you need to do them consistently. And if it's something that you enjoy, it makes it so much easier for you to do it. There are a million different ways that you can lose body fat, gain muscle, a million ways. So why would you do something that makes you miserable and that you hate? It takes some experimentation, but try to find something that you like and do that. Perfectionism. Don't let perfection be the enemy of progress. Sometimes we do too much planning, right? And it has to be a certain way. All or nothing thinking. Like I said, baby steps. Focus on small wins. If your diet right now is trash, focus on just cutting out sodas. That's it. That's where I started. I lost over 100 pounds of body fat. And how I started was cutting out soda. And I began to make some progress off that. But back to those earlier points of cut out soda. Make that your thing, right? You go a day without soda, feel good in that. Pat yourself on the back. Do that for 3 days. It gets easier. Do that for 6 weeks. Your body starts to change. And then come see me and we'll work on the next thing. And finally, guys, it's all about self-exploration. You know what's best for you. I don't know that. I can't tell you what's best for you. All that I can do is, as your guide, help you explore things that maybe you haven't thought of before. I can help to shine a light. I can help to hold a mirror. But ultimately, you know what's best for you. And you know what? What works for me is to sometimes explore my ideas around things. Why do I think this about XYZ? And like I said, in terms of body composition changes, XYZ is your diet. It's your diet, stupid. You got to fix that. And once you do that, once through that journey of self-exploration, asking good questions, whoa, I can't wait for you to find out. So the idea is to try it for yourself. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you watch this long, much love to you, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.